Yo, freebies, what is going on? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Friday. This is the last video we're releasing on the channel for the year, so what better way to do it than do a kind of 2023 recap? It's going to be kind of high-level recap, but still gonna kind of talk about how the year went, not just for the channel, but for me, and I hope you guys enjoy. So make sure you guys click that like, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, turn notifications on, and let's get into our 2023 recap.
Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine.
Alright, so now that we're here, I want to talk about some huge things right off the bat. Over 2023, we've released 76 videos. 76. This is number 77. Last year in 2022, when we kind of started dabbling into the YouTube stuff, I released 44. So we are really up from that. I think I only had like 6 months last year too, but still, that's not the point. So this year we released 76, 77 if you include this one, videos, and that you guys tuned in and watched over 9,000 times, which absolutely blows my mind. And yes, cue the Vegeta 9,000 meme.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
And it's just, it blows my mind. It blows my mind in that me, of all people, that this, like, you guys are enjoying it that much, which also then led to 131 new subscribers. All of these metrics I pulled on the 28th, so just yesterday. So yeah, it's not super up to date, but it's as up to date as I possibly can, so I can kind of plan out this video and chat a little bit. I'm blown away and I'm astonished that this is happening. In honestly, 2024, we have some cool goals in plans and everything, and I do plan on talking about that a little bit later here on this video, not on the channel, but on this video. I do want to thank everybody. Truly, a while ago, I had talked about if we hit 300 subscribers, we would do a live 3 Scary Games video here on YouTube and stream it, and that video is coming. That video is absolutely coming. I don't know an exact date yet, but I think I'm leaning towards January 8th, which is a Saturday, and probably at 6 p.m. Central. So I will confirm those details and post that on the community tab, so keep an eye out for that, as well as in my Discord. If you guys want to join that, the link to my Discord is down in the detail below. Yeah, some of the really cool things of 2023. The favorite game I played this year was Lethal Company. I know I didn't release too many videos on it on the channel here, but we did play it on stream quite a few times. Some of those streams I did turn into videos for YouTube, but I absolutely enjoy that game on off stream, on off video, whatever. It's so much fun just hanging out with friends and having a great time. The mods on that game are just absolutely insane and make it an entirely different game, and it's so much better with mods, 100%. If you guys want to check out Lethal Company, link to that is down in the details as well. And then let's talk about what my personal favorite video was that I released this year, before we get into some of the personal things that happened in 2023. So my favorite video of 2023 was a video I released on October 24th, 2023, obviously, which was the return of Halloween Horror Week. It was kind of a spur of the moment type deal, and I didn't really have a whole lot of plans to do anything. And we played a game called Abode, which the game was fantastic and really fun. But leading into that, I was kind of on a hiatus, dealing with some mental health issues and some depression and a lot of anxiety about content creation and stuff like that, which I'll dabble on more in a little bit. But that video, the Halloween Horror Week returns, you can find it's linked down in the details, so go check that out. that was the first video I had recorded in quite some time that I really was doing okay, like mentally, and everything. So like it was a good kind of step back into everything and see how I had progressed mentally over some of the things I was dealing with and issues. So I'm really happy with that video. And there was a period of time, before I talk about this, back in May, me and my partner of 10 years had broken up and split, which then led to us selling a house, which was the first house I had ever owned or lived in. So it really took a toll on me, and I really wasn't a fan of the person I was from May until September. Just dealing with a lot of that and the swings of mental attitude that I was having and some of the dark places I went to. It was not a great time, and I don't know if you guys can pick up on it, but if I go back and watch some of those videos that I released between like mid-May and August 30th, I could tell I personally wasn't fully there. I enjoyed the games. I was talking, I was open and everything, but I could tell, just knowing how I normally am, being bright, positive, happy-go-lucky, not really stressing about things, I could tell in some of the like demeanors and tones of my voice that like I could tell I was dealing with stuff. So that forced me into kind of taking a hiatus to focus on going to therapy, starting to change my diet because I wasn't happy with my appearance. And I also ended up joining a gym, and recording this video, I can say I am currently down about 25-30 pounds, somewhere in there. It kind of fluctuates depending how much I decide to treat myself that day or the day prior. But I'm doing a lot better now, physically, mentally. It's leaps and bounds from where I was. And I don't mean to like skim over all of that. It was a situation. We had just kind of grown apart, and we still care for each other very, very much, but just not in the way we once did. So like there's no ill feelings, there's no negative words or anything that I'm gonna say or ever talk about, because there really wasn't. It was a great time of my life for the past 10 years. Unfortunately, everything towards the end, with just having the mentality of like, oh, I'm losing this. Like, you can go back to my update, where have I been in the last 2.5 months video. I talked very much about, oh, I lost this, I lost that, I'm losing this. And I don't have that mentality anymore. I appreciate all the time I had, very much so, with that person and in that house and everything. I appreciate it so much, and I do still have a tremendous care for all of that. So I hold the memories very, very dear, and it's a very happy time of my life. Also this year in March, just before that, some of you may or may not know, I have been in professional wrestling in one form or another since I was 17. So I'm 34 now, so kind of do the math, 17 years, yeah. But back in March, I had wrestled my final match inside of a ring and did my final thing in a ring, back on March 25th. And it was against one of my best friends in the entire world. So like I'm very happy with how the match went, how who it was against and everything, and it was very much like what I wanted and how I wanted to go out in wrestling, if you will. I still am at shows and everything, and I help out a lot of the newer people, and I also help run the streaming aspect of it, and you can check out their YouTube channel down in the comments. I feel like I just keep promoting stuff, but yeah, I also do commentary for their streams and everything now, so expanding on that so much as well. but yeah, and then December 14th, roughly 2 weeks prior to this video, we had lost a really good friend of ours by the name of Timothy Loderbauer. He was one of the first ones when I was breaking into wrestling that really took me under his wing and was just very genuine and nice and caring and compassionate and like a genuine person. And unfortunately, we had lost him on Thursday the 14th. So yeah, I still miss and think of him every day, and take what he taught me and how he treated me and pass that forward to others. And then 2 days after that, December 16th, we had a massive show. We had Kurt Angle on our show, and not to brush over anything, but we did honor our friend Tim and talked about him and inducted him into the Hall of Fame that we are doing now. And it was just a very healing moment for all of us, at least from me for sure. Like, it was a very, very nice day. Spend with friends, family, talk about him, share the memories, and it was just a good time. I do want to end this video on talking about what some of our goals are for 2024, because I feel that's exciting. It's the end of the year. We need to talk about what we go into the future with. And I apologize for my crazy eyes and crazy look. So going into 2024, I want to push to start branching out my content into more than just indie horror. I hope you guys stick around because there will still be indie horror games played on the channel. I do still plan on uploading probably at least 2 videos a week that are indie horror based. But then I want to upload a few more videos per week as well that are going to be multitudes of games. So like RPG stuff and more story-based games I want to get into and play some of that. I know some of that can be a little tedious and can be longer videos, but I'm going to try my best to keep them shorter. So be on the lookout for that. There's also going to be fun games. We're going to try to do some collabs, some more Lethal Company stuff, probably some Uno if I ever get a hold of people for that, or hear back from people, I should say. Also a lot of IRL type content I want to start doing, like skits and just things that are kind of in my head that can kind of push the conversation about mental health, because that's been a huge thing for me, always has been, and I feel there's tasteful ways of doing it without just like blah, depression, I'll talk. So that's kind of where my brain's at. And then also in 2024, with all of that branching out content and uploading more videos a week, that all kind of leads into, in 2024, I am going to try my hardest to make a push to become a YouTube partner, because it's something I really want to do. And it just helps drive me, motivate, to have, I know it's a huge goal, huge goal. And if I were to look at like my dashboard right now today, like to be 100% honest, I am a long way away from that. So I am going to be putting in the work in 2024 to really start narrowing down a lot of aspects of what I'm doing here on the channel, and just hopefully can skyrocket. Let's get this. So with that, every like, every video share, every comment, every view, all of it helps so much, and none of it is possible without you guys. So again, I love you guys so much for everything you've already done for me. It truly means the world to me, and has helped lift me out of the funk, if you will, of what I've kind of been going through for a 5-6 month span this year. But I'm so looking forward to hitting the ground running in 2024 and just blowing things out of the water. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and check me out over on all my other social medias. We're doing live streams over on some platform that's purple. The link to it is down in the details, so go check that out as well. We're having a lot of fun over there right now, and it's going to just start being a whole lot more. So I appreciate you all. I love you all. Truly, truly mean it. Again, I'm so humbled by all of you, and I will see you guys all in 2024. Until then, bye!
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless.